Good afternoon, dreamers. So, Jan and Kevin just left. Unfortunately, I didn't get much video while they were here. I think I did a short with Jan working. Anyhow, but I wanted to show you the aftermath. So, we have a kitchen window installed. The sink will go right underneath here. We have one of the living room windows installed. It's about 6 inches wider than the original window. That's all in. And let me take you around back and show you the outside. So Jan did take some video of the work that while we were working. I was just too focused on trying to get it done, but they went smoothly. It only took us a couple hours to do both of them. And we had to cut out the metal on the outside. So that's the outside. Now I need to get some trim around them and get more caulking on them, but they are weather sealed as of now. So I only have 2 more windows to replace on this house. Well, actually I have 6 more windows to replace, but 2 more that I have here that I'm gonna be putting in, and then eventually I'd like to replace those big 4 windows in the front of my house, but that's an expense for a later date because I don't have the money for it now. Hey y'all, so I have been a bit busy here today. I wanted to just put up drywall, but I had to do plumbing first, which meant taking out the insulation in the wall. And then I started to plumb for hot and cold. And dummy me, I realized that I bought these point of use water heaters instead of a big water heater taking up a whole closet space for just me. I bought 2 of these little 6-gallon ones. One to go in the bathroom, one to go in the kitchen. So I didn't need to drill through the floor for hot and cold. I only had to do the cold water, and I tell you that in case you're following along. That's why there's not 2 holes going through there. The cold water will come over to this and then come back out for hot water. So yeah, anyhow, now I am drilling the hole for the pipe, the drain pipe that's going to go in, and then this contraption's going to go on top of that. One of these is for an inline air filter because there's no air vent on this kitchen. The sink before used to be in an island, and now it's going underneath a window. So doing a drain pipe would be a pain in the butt and drilling a hole. So I'm just going to do the same thing that they had before, which is air vent underneath the sink. That'll go on here like this, and then the drain line will hook up to that. So, and that was 2 trips to the hardware store. So 2 days later, I'm finally getting back to work, at least getting the plumbing done. I'll get the insulation back on the wall today, and then hopefully tomorrow I can start hanging drywall again. Everything takes so much longer, especially when you live out in the middle of nowhere and, you know, it's so far to the hardware store. I was supposed to get all this stuff at Lowe's the other day. That was Sunday. Drove all the way out to Lowe's to get this stuff, and I'll talk to you guys about Lowe's on my live stream on Friday, but I will not be shopping at Lowe's ever again. So I was so mad when I left the store. I didn't buy anything there. I just figured I'd go to the local hardware store. And then I went yesterday. I bought all this stuff for the water lines. Thought I had everything for the drain line and forgot some parts. So I had to go back again today. So I got everything now, I hope. So hopefully I can get this done today. And I won't bore you with all the details. It's just a matter of drilling a hole in the floor and running a pipe through it. And I'm just stubbing it out for now. I'm not hooking up the drain or the water yet because I want to get the sheetrock done. So there's that. I just figured I'd check in and give you guys an update. I'll check back in with you in a bit. Hey dreamers, so I can't remember if I updated you guys on what happened here in the wall. And it took me a few minutes to find my camera in this mess that I got going on. I need to clean up, but I started to drill a 2-inch hole for my 1.5-inch drain pipe in the in the wall plate here, and I hit the rim joist, or I got to the rim joist. So the pipe's not going to fit in that wall because that rim joist is sitting right there, and I don't want to drill too close to the inside edge. I already put this block in there to cover the hole, but I have a hole like right in here, and if I come out too close, then I'm too close to the edge. I'll go right through this. So I decided instead that the drain line is going to go right into the floor. There's no beams right underneath here. This is the center of the sink, and there's no beams right here, so it'd be easier, and I don't have to worry about hitting other joists or whatever. So at this point, I'm going to put the insulation back on, or put up new insulation actually, because the other stuff got wet when the window wasn't in there and it was leaking from the old vent. So I'm gonna put new insulation in there and start putting up drywall. So I'll check back in with y'all. Have you guys ever played those games, like on your phone or computer, whatever? They're called hidden object games. My mom was really good at them. But that's what I feel like I'm doing right now. This is the state of my tools. It's like, I feel like I have absolutely every tool out. And then when I need to use one, I am searching for them. So I'm going to take the next hour or so and organize all these tools again. So maybe I know where they are. I need to get them off of the, Mr. Capone's over there trying to help me. He likes to bat the tools all across the room, but I need to get them off all this drywall anyhow so that I can get back to work. But this guy is a monster. He is, he's coated with everything. If it moves, or it can move, he's going to attack it and bat it off the earth. Okay, I'm going to go put up all these tools and organize this some more so I can start hanging sheetrock. Okay, guys, it's not perfect, but got that part cleaned off, and this is somewhat cleaned off. At least I won't be spending as much time playing Where's Waldo or Where's the Screwdriver. Oh, there's the screwdriver. It's laying over here on the floor. Missed one. Okay, I will try to take you along on this drywall journey, although it's really hot in here because I still haven't put in the breakers for this side of the house. So my little window air conditioner in the back of the house is trying to cool off the whole house now, which is not good. But my camera keeps overheating. So let me put you guys up on a pedestal somewhere and see if I can put you on time lapse until it overheats.
My burdens left behind. I did not know what it would bring. Now I'm capable of everything.
camera is starting to overheat and I'm almost out of battery. So I'm gonna go charge this battery and get some lunch, but 2 sheets installed this morning. I think it's only like 10:30, but I've been up since 5:30. So maybe I can knock the rest of this out today. This one here was my most difficult one because I had to cut out for the window and not break this little piece, and cut out for the pipe, and yeah. But having that blind mark tool for these outlets is a whole lot easier, I think, than doing all the cutting and the measuring. So this wall I only have 1 outlet. That wall I still need to do, you can't see what I'm doing. I have 1 more outlet here. This is like the end of the kitchen here. And then we're into the living room, and I need to tie in a electrical outlet over here on this wall off of the AC outlet, so I can run a heater in the winter time and not, you know, drain from my other circuits. So I don't know, I might get past the window today, but I don't think I'm gonna get to doing the electric work today. It's so hot in here. And now I gotta move my little cupboard back with all my canned goods I had to move out of it. I'd rather just move it one more final time for now until I get my kitchen cabinets in. So okay, so let me go charge this battery and I will check back in with you guys later. Okay, y'all, I hope you can hear me over this fan. But off camera, I put in this one. It only had 1 outlet. And got my little pantry. Put back so that now I can put in the one around the window. The outlet is going to go to the left of the window, and this sheet ends at the window, so I can put in 1 more sheet before I gotta do some electrical wiring. So let me get back at it. Made this look easy. Lifting these sheets of drywall, not even close to easy. Let me see if I can get dreamers, it's time for a random fact about Anne Marie. So I told you I was going to be doing these random facts about me for my 2,500 subscriber giveaway, and which is hopefully coming up soon. But random fact for today is that I graduated from high school 2 years early. Not that I was super smart or anything like that. I just have always had a love of learning, and that's what I concentrated on doing when I was in school. So I got my credits 2 years before the rest of my graduating class. And my favorite subject in school was math. And the reason why math was my favorite subject is because I could check my answers and know that they were right before I turned the assignment in. So there's some random facts about me. Okay, y'all. So I got the window roughly cut out using my oscillating tool. But gosh, it's so hot up in the ceiling area that the sweat is just dripping down into my eyes. So I might take a break and wait for things to cool off. I think the heat index outside is like 110, they said, for the day. But technically at this point, the kitchen is all sheetrocked. Let me show ya. Let me show you my mess. So I'm standing in the living room, or what will be the living room. And gosh, it's flickering. I don't know if that's just my camera or if that's how it's videoing, but here's the front door. Haven't decided yet if my desk is going here or a dining room table. We'll see. Fridge is going there. There'll be counters, sink, the counter. Stove will be roughly where that saw is. Another counter and a pantry. So pantry will be somewhere in here. I haven't decided yet if it'll be facing this way or if it'll come out and face into the kitchen. Just to give me a little separation between the kitchen and the living room.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your is waiting for us. There's a new day waiting round the bend. There's a new day.
Okay, y'all, that's gonna be it for the taping and the mudding. For now, I do have to go around and kind of knock down some of the high spots. I don't even know if you could see that, but like up in here, there's some high spots that I need to knock down. But since it's not going to be my finished wall, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just kind of has to be smooth so that there's no big ripples in the walls. And I forgot. I also need to finish cutting out that window. I kind of roughed it in. So I need to finish cutting that out and screwing that. But I won't bore you with those details. Next up is I get to sand stuff down and then be on the hunt for some kitchen cabinets. I gotta hook up the electric, all the circuit breakers, and yeah, just hunting for cabinets now. Or I get to move all these cabinets that I have and just do a makeshift kitchen for now, like I have been doing for the past 2 years, until I can find cabinets that are gonna work. The downfall to sheetrock and mudding and taping is there is a layer of dust on everything. So as soon as I get done sanding this stuff down, I have to wait for it to dry first. I'm gonna sand it all down and then I get to wash everything in here because there is a fine layer of white dust on everything. So at least now I have the water to do that. So that's a good thing. I was thinking of that when I was mudding, that this would have been a pain to try and keep cleaning the tools without any running water here. That would have been horrible. So I'm glad that I have the running water now. Hopefully I'll have running water in the house soon. I plan to hook up even just my temporary sink to have running water in here. That'll be really nice. But I'm not willing to climb up underneath the house and do the plumbing until it cools off a little bit. Can't do it in the dark, and it's just way too hot out there to be up underneath that house that has no airflow under it. Capone. Are you taking a nappy?